Hello, hello, hello. So I have. Okay, so I didn't get the orientation right, but I guess it's locked. So this is how it's going to be for now for this session. Um, I hope you guys can see. So if you can see me, if you can uh, watch this, just give me a thumbs up, and you could probably use the chat to say hi or something like that. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Um, okay, so can you guys see the video? Is it clear? Is it? Uh, yeah, I think it looks to be okay. Okay, hi Shobha. Okay, guys, so a quick update or a quick notification here that these videos are property of mine, and so no part of these videos can be recorded or used for any kind of purposes without my permissions. And all Zentangle, if you still don't get that, I will send you an email with a PDF, so just get in touch with me. Yeah, so Kashish says the video is breaking, um, but we are trying to settle in. Let's see how that goes. But thank you guys for joining me. It really means a lot. And I do have, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please do subscribe to my channel. We do a lot of fun Zentangle projects here. And I have a Facebook group called Zenbees where all the after party fun happens. So do join me there on Zenbees. And also my page on Facebook is called Sandhya Manne Studio. So do check that out for updates and all the details. And I have an Instagram page which is called Sandhya Manne, and that's where I do my Instagram live every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. India time. So do join me there. Now these YouTube lives are going to be at this point of time only for the month of October. On Saturdays I plan to meet here with you guys and do these lives. But let's see how this goes. Okay, Himakshi, hi. Okay, so we are on day 3 and we're going to do string 2. It's a very simple string. So I wanted to do something simple and easy for a live because I'm not sure how the video is going to be, how this whole thing is going to turn out. This is my first ever YouTube live and I'm so excited to be able to do this, and I'm so glad you guys are here with me. So I wanted to do something simple, so even if it goes off, I don't feel really bad about it. So this is from my PDF file. Okay, so I did a small a short video, right? I posted a video right in the afternoon today. So that was a video that talks about how you can trace these strings onto your tile, and also a couple of other questions. Try to answer them. So do watch that video. Some cool tips on how to trace your um, string onto the tile. So, and do let me know if you have any other questions. This is a good way for us to work along. Okay, so getting on to the project, this is our string 2 and I've traced it onto my round tile. And I'm going to use my 01 micron black, and also you can use either 08 or a PN black, any one of the thicker pens. And I will also be using my pencil and my stub for today's project. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to section this whole petal, right? So I'm going to section it. So I'm gently going to pull a line to this. So we're going to kind of section it out like this. Okay, so I'm just dividing this, basically pulling a line right there. So I've pulled a very gentle line. Hi Meera, hi Bhanumati. Oh, I'm so happy to have you guys here. Okay, so we're going to do our first tangle, which is called, just mention it here so you guys can see. It's going to be called it's called as knees or keens. Okay, so that is our first tangle that we will be using. Okay, so I am going to do this right here in this side of the petal, right? This large section, this huge section. So the first step for this is to add circles. So I'm going to add nice and big circles, and I'm going to be really mindful of my line here, this outline. So I'm going to make sure I add my circles only in this section, and make sure your circles are nice and big and they are touching each other. It should all be touching each other, and try to kind of place them randomly. We don't want any we don't want a line of circles like that. 5. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and fill up these little gaps up with further smaller circles. So as much as possible, I'm trying to fit in more circles here. Okay, so this and this too. Okay, so now inside this, okay, so inside this I am going to make a triangle, but instead of making a straight triangle, I'm going to pull my line out more like a curve, like this, okay. So I'm going to do this on all my circles. If you want, you can change your direction slightly. You can have them like this. So go ahead and do this on all of your petals. Right, so now I'm going to fill in a circle in here as well. So make sure your circle is touching all 3 lines on the sides. So make sure it is like tightly fit into that space. And now I am going to go ahead and add black around this inner circle, so only here. Okay, so only here we're going to go ahead and add black. Make sure black is nice and jet. Okay, so do let me know how is this going, guys. I really need to know if this, like, if you guys can see and hear better. Is the video lagging? I've tried to do something here to fix that, but let's see. So the next thing that I'm doing here is I'm actually going to go ahead and aura this, like outline this circle here. Okay, and I am going to fill this black with a slight teardrop, a small teardrop that's sticking out. Like that. Okay, so let's continue doing this on all of our petals. So we have, this is a 6-pointed petal, 6 petals Zendala. So I'm going to repeat this again in this long section here. Okay, so again I start with circles. So I'm going to go ahead and add my circle here. Okay, so make your circles nice and big. Okay, so now I go back to add smaller circles here in these gaps. So notice here I'm not really going ahead going on to fill these gaps with black. I've only filled the gaps around the circle in the triangle. Okay, so because we want that not to be filled. Okay, so let's go ahead and start making our triangles with curved lines. So keep adding your triangles like that. So take your time to do this. And if you are done with this, then move on to your next petal. So we're going to take time to finish all our petals. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add black between the gaps around the circle. Okay, so I'm going to move on to my next petal here. Again, I'm going to work on this long section. So anybody else wants to say something? Maybe you can type in on the chat so I know if you want me to slow down or if you want me to repeat something, to let me know on the chat. Okay. Okay, Nancy says she just started her third. I'm also on my third, so I guess we're all working at the same speed. Okay, so I'm done adding my triangles. Now I'm going to go back and add these circles. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add the inner circles. Okay, so I'm done with number 3. Now it's time to go on to number 4. So again I'm going to work on this longer side.